It really is time for us to stop trying to clamber over each other to get to the top and be like, look at me, I'm at the pinnacle, I'm the best, I'm better than y'all, right? That's not a thing. It really is time for us to unite as women and hold hands and pull the other women up to where we are, and then, you know, expect the other women to pull us up and raise us up higher. That is what it is about. We are a sisterhood. We are not in competition, not even with ourselves. You're not in competition with anybody. This is a journey and experience. It's not a competition. We are, look, I don't even know what I'm doing. You are here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and we are in a pop-up masterclass. Pop-up masterclass. If you are joining me here live, throw an emoji in the comments box. Let me know that you're here, and to everybody who is watching on the replay, you should have been here. But go ahead and watch it anyway, suckers. So I want to thank you to everybody. Again, I know this was a little bit of a surprise one, but I do like to keep you all on your tippy toes and see what is. I don't know what's going on with all this singing today. It's sort of a bit of an Oprah thing. She does that sometimes. I don't know what that's about. And quite frankly, I think I should shut that down immediately. Shut that down. I totally can't see anything. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to end up with Coke bottle glasses shortly so that I can just see things like that teacher from Harry Potter. So we're going to run through a few different questions today that have come through because I think they're going to be really helpful to you. But don't freak yourself out. Like, the worst thing we can do, that's why diets don't work, because we freak ourselves out with this whole, you're like, enormous, you know, plan we're going to do. We've got to get it perfect, got to get it right. And the minute we don't think, like, what is this about? I'm not sure. The minute we think that we haven't got something perfect or right in our lives, we tend to withdraw from it. Withdraw, because that's painful. It's painful. Nobody wants to feel like they haven't got things perfect or right, because that's what we do every day. Of course, everything is perfect and right that we do. We're women. Of course it is. If we feel like we haven't got something perfect or right, or we have something's gotten out of our control, therefore out of our control, we freak out. We do freak out a little bit. And it's not a fun feeling. And so we actually withdraw. We contract away from whatever that thing is, because it's causing us emotional pain, right? It's causing us mental and emotional anguish. And we shy away from it. We withdraw, we contract. So that's not a good thing. I mean, you want everything in your life to be expansive, not contractive. Expansive, not contractive. And if there is something that you're feeling that you're contracting away from, but you know that you should be taking a step in that direction, because, you know, I mean, I don't know, wasp in your gardens just come to me, random thing, right? Yes, contract, get away from, okay? That is going to be for your benefit, but contracting and withdrawing and getting away from the things that you know are really going to help you, but and that you committed, you were so big, you're like, yeah, I'm totally going to do this, totally, like I'm in, you know, you really were committed and excited about it at one stage. But when we let things shy away from things, when we let things go just for a little while, the longer you leave something untouched, the less likely you are to go and revive it, finish it, go back to it, whatever it is, right? I can tell you. I mean, there's so many things. I was only thinking about it yesterday. There was just a couple of very short courses, I think, that I had bought, would probably be 5 years ago, and I kept putting it off until I had the time, and now I've completely lost the login info. I wouldn't even know. Like, I kind of know, I know what they were, but I wouldn't even know how to contact the person to say, well, I'm interested in still doing this. Like, well, it's just like, forget it, it's gone, right? So if you're here today, at least here in the Facebook group, we always have a point of contact, and we can come back and just go, I've totally lost my login information, don't even know what the website is, I can't even remember why I started this journey to start with. Then we can all remind each other, lift each other up, raise each other higher. And I think as an army of, I want to say as an army of women, but I really am big on the sisterhood thing lately. I just feel very, very, very strongly that as women, it is our job to unite. I'm not sure. It's our job to unite together around the globe. It really is time for us to stop trying to clamber over each other to get to the top and be like, look at me, I'm at the pinnacle, I'm the best, I'm better than y'all, right? That's not a thing. It really is time for us to unite as women and hold hands and pull the other women up to where we are, and then, you know, expect the other women to pull us up and raise us up higher. That is what it is about. We are a sisterhood. sisterhood. We are not in competition, not even with ourselves. You're not in competition with anybody. This is a journey and experience. It's not a competition. But I really do feel very strongly about sisterhood and us supporting each other through our journey. That is what this is about. And the minute you think that you see somebody else and they go, I've lost this weight, or I'm doing really good with this, and you compare it to your experience and deem yours not good enough, and then you think you're not good, I shouldn't even try. That is a pointless exercise. Pointless. It's not going to, anything that isn't going to raise you up higher isn't going to, there's no point in continuing down that path. I really feel, again, I just think it's very important. So to reiterate, it's very important that we do love and support each other through our journey. We are sisters and we are not in competition. You don't compete with a sister. Like that's like that emoji. You don't compete with a sister. We're not in competition. We are here to raise each other up higher. And if you're scrolling through Instagram and like checking out other pages and looking at other women's bodies, if you're looking at the Fitspo's bodies, that's okay, but don't expect to look like them if you're not built that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at the pages, the different ones, and the women's bodies on there are stunning and they're gorgeous. And I wouldn't be sad if I woke up tomorrow and looked like that, right? I wouldn't cry about it, wouldn't lose any sleep, be all right. I'd be okay with it. But that's not a thing. It's not going to happen. I'm not built that way. I can work out to my heart's content, but I'm not built that way. I am, I've put on weight over the Christmas period. So I have put on weight, but I'm normally quite scrawny up the top and always very voluptuous on the bottom. Like my legs are big, my thighs are big, like they're a whole lot bigger now, but I don't care. Can I just share this with you can I just share this with you? It's just what I share with you for like random sharing purposes. I put on weight over the Christmas period. And this is the first time, because I normally do, right? I normally do Christmas and Easter. My weight, all of our weight fluctuates. Don't freak out if your weight fluctuates. It's normal, because over Christmas and Easter, they're the two jolliest times of year. Jolly. And I do put on weight during those. I don't expect to do it, but I don't expect not to do it. Like I just eat whatever I feel like, and I really enjoy that Christmas food, and I really enjoy my chocolate at Easter time. So I do usually end up putting a bit of weight on over those periods, and I have put on weight since Christmas. And you know what? For the first time this year, I'm not like, I don't really care. Like, I just don't care. And not like I don't care and I'm just going to continue to just eat and eat and eat. It's not like that. It's kind of like, I was walking through the shops or something recently, and I felt, seriously, I felt like my belly shaking and extra shaking. It always shakes, right? But I felt extra shaking. I just felt shakiness, right? Wobbliness in places that I don't normally feel it, right? But I was, you know what? Not only was I okay with it, I actually loved it. I did. I thought, my first thought seriously was not like, ooh, that's disgusting, or better, clamp down again and lose the weight. That was not my thought. My thought was, how sexy, like how womanly. I love it. I embraced it. I seriously did. I thought, how womanly, how sexy, and I love it. They were my three thoughts. So I just want to put that out there. Now, maybe the weight will go back to how it was. Maybe it won't. It doesn't matter to me, because it just doesn't, because it's just not so important. I have other things in my life that I would rather enjoy, and I would rather focus my attention on than constantly focusing on parts of my body that I don't like. Shouldn't eat better not eat too much of this because I've already had some yesterday, and I do feel a bit bigger. Like, I just want to say, who gives a F? Like, who cares, right? Is it really that important in the big scheme of things? Have you all heard about the rocking chair test? Sometimes you just have to do the rocking chair test for yourself, right? And for those of you who don't know what it is, like, it's just so simple. It's the rocking chair test. You just stop for 1 second. Imagine yourself at like 95 years old, sitting, I don't know, out on your porch there, right? Looking at the sunset, beautiful. And you really are in the twilight years of your life. And you're sitting there in your rocking chair, and you're sort of looking back, taking the opportunity to look back over your life. is your body and the side and the belly and the circumference of your waist and the jiggliness of your eye, is that really gonna be the things that you're spending your time thinking about? Or will you be thinking about beautiful memories and family and kids and people that you knew and experiences that you had? Like, I mean, would food be on your radar at all? Probably not. Really, probably not.